how you doing, man? This is Chrome, and this is Prospect Magazine, and you won't believe it, but she made it all the way from South Carolina to Toronto, Ontario on her motorcycle, and I can't believe it. We had the beautiful Miss AJ in the house up here in Toronto, and she's gonna tell you a little bit about her trip so far. You know, it's been frustrating crossing the border with with the police department on the other side, and they just not used to pretty girls and pretty motorcycles, so they just had to pull her over.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, they gave her all kind of other bullshit, but but I know what it was. They were trying to get a number. But anyway, she's here. She's in the house. And we had a great time.
Yes.
You know, she spent Friday evening with us and today and all day in Kensington Market in Toronto, showing a little bit about the city. And she's gonna tell you what she thinks. So I don't know if we get an A+ or an F+, but we know she's here to give us a grade, and any grade she gives us is okay with me. But we had some amazing conversations about a lot of things, about family and friends, and so she gonna tell you what she thinks. So let's talk about it.
So, hi everybody. Like you said, my name is AJ, or most call me Slim Goody. I am by way of South Carolina, Columbia to be exact, and I got here on yesterday. To say the least, they have, I can say y'all have an A++++++. I actually don't want to leave. The culture here is totally different. It's not what I expected. You have to be very open-minded. You have to be very free-spirited and very understanding to understand this part of Canada, period, but this particular part of Canada. They have been nothing but hospitable to me, definitely that. And to say the least, I was definitely surprised at the way these handsome, sexy, some of them single, black riders are. This culture is totally different. I am surprised, but I am overly impressed, to say the least.
So what are you surprised about? I don't understand. I thought everybody was doing this because we get our blueprint from you guys stateside. So is everybody doing what we're doing?
Well, I think the blueprint must have got lost in the translation somewhere between transit or something. The way that you guys move as not only men, but black men here, you stand apart in what we would say in America, because the way you move, the way you carry yourself, the respect that you have for each other, that's key. Because if you didn't have respect for each other, you wouldn't respect the brand. And you respect the brand, so you move very differently in so many different ways. I don't see drama. I don't see foolishness. I don't see no BS. I don't see games. And this is real deal dad right here. He plays no games. And so far what I see, don't get me wrong, not to say that that's not going on in a lot of the clubs in America, but what I see here, you guys are literally like a tight-knit family. You understand what it's like beyond the word brotherhood. That's a cliche for a lot of them, but you go beyond the word brotherhood. You really show and exemplify what it means to have each other's back. Right. You are family, the true meaning of family. You police each other up. You look out for each other. You care for each other. You take the time to help each other build. When one falls, the other one picks them up. You give advice. You may cuss them out sometimes, but
I do that a lot. But they don't get mad at me. I'm the elder in the club, and I'm the baddest motherfucker in the club.
Y'all wouldn't believe his age. Yeah, y'all wouldn't believe some of the ages. I'm still shocked at that.
Well, and I let them know, I still, a lot of these motherfuckers, man, trying to challenge me, and they have still got baby powder in their ass and Similac on their breath. So the thing is, for me, is I tell them, I love all these guys, and everybody comes here for a reason. Usually they're dealing with some kind of trauma in their life, or they just trying to be better men and just don't have a role model or somebody older to talk to them about these things. And that's what we develop here, and we love it. And hopefully we have some longevity, like most of you clubs in the U.S., because everything we learned, we took your blueprint from you guys.
Right.
And it was really nice of AJ to come here, because too is a lot of you guys don't know us, and everybody think that we playing a fucking game, we watch too much TV. It's not. We're a very serious MC. And the picture taking is a therapy thing I do. The simple fact is that to get you to like who the fuck you look like in a mirror. That's a handicap that a lot of black Canadians have, and that comes down from colonialism and what's happening in this country. So if I can get these black men to actually love who they are, the world will be a better place, and try to understand their history, where they came from. So that's why we have a class here, a classroom, and we actually teach self-love. Because you can't love anybody else, your kids or your wife, if you don't fucking love yourself. And that's one of the things we teach here, and something I shared with AJ, and she found that was different. And as far as culturally, you came here, what did you think of the country? There's a lot of questions. I told her this. I said, you know, for number one is with this country is that we don't really have black neighborhoods. And she found that was really different. And then when she got to meet people from all walks of colors and lives, she found it interesting. Now she has a better understanding of it all. So tell us a little bit about what you thought culturally.
So again, I was shocked culturally because everybody looks like they have money here. And I didn't see that many black people, but even the black people look like millionaires here. I saw opposite, that there were white people in the ghetto, the hood. I didn't see black people. Even though he did tell me there are homeless people, but I still didn't see that many homeless people in the downtown area. The homes are here are beautiful. I mean, I'm talking about like Hollywood, beautiful, extremely beautiful. For the most part, everybody's friendly. I can say that. And I can tell. I got a kick out of seeing them when they ride in the streets. I get a kick out of seeing the stares that they get. The cameras come out, pictures taken, people are in awe, because I can tell a lot of them are still shocked at seeing black people on Harleys. Yeah. And I say Harleys to say a difference because a lot of them have dirt bikes and a lot of sports bikes. But Harleys, customized Harleys at that, and they can dress. Oh, this entire club, all of them can dress very, very well. Nobody got pants sagging out their ass, no big bulky shirts. They're not really, I can't say like name brand, like you gotta have this. They make it look good. Whatever brand it is, they make it work. Culturally here, even still, because I've been stationed overseas, but to be here to see Russians, Peruvians, Ethiopians, even different types of Canadians. I'm still learning that and shocked. You have every walk of life here. And that's why I said you have to be open-minded and very understanding of the culture, and Asians as well. Because if you're not, you will be lost and you won't enjoy yourself, because the cuisines here is amazing. I haven't even touched the surface of the food that they have here. But they have so many restaurants, and I barely see fast food restaurants here, and don't see a lot of fat bodies either. They ride bicycles, they exercise. Same stuff I do back at home, but this is like their way of life. So I'm impressed.
Yeah, so you know, we hope she gives us a good grade, because I know what it is like she was telling me earlier. A lot of her friends told her not to come here because she's by herself, and but first of all, anybody knows me, I would never put this one young woman in harm's. You know, we met her at the border. And drove her in, and that was a good thing, and I was really excited. I know AJ from social media. When I met her, she was actually way prettier than her pictures. I ain't gonna be bullshitting. I looked at her eyes. I was looking at her like, God damn. I looked at her and she was way prettier than all her pictures. And you know what? And her personality, this lady is an angel. Is an angel. And I really enjoyed like hanging out with her, and she'll be my family forever. She has a second home here in Canada with us.
And I'm coming back.
She's taught us a lot about the MC world in the U.S. and she told us what to do and what not to do. Right? She gave us some really good advice, and that's just really all I have to say. And I love her, and she's an amazing lady, and I thank her so much for riding that motorcycle all these miles to come visit us. And I hope she gives us a good report to everybody there, because that's what we're hoping for. When people come here and we go through the U.S., we want them to know what we're about. And what we're about, the Lost Gypsy Nation is more of an analogy than actually wearing patches. It's a way of thinking and positive thinking, because in today's times, black men are in a really bad place. We public enemy number one, as far as everything, and we try to change that narrative with here, Most of the guys in our club are all professionals. Not that anybody else can join our club, but you have to take a test, a mental test. I don't care how much fucking money you get. I don't care what your bike looks like. I don't care how much you fucking work out. We give you a mental test to see if you can have it, because we want to weed out all this stupid shit motherfuckers from this club and being around us. And like the gentleman asked me from another club about other clubs coming here, we run this. And if you're not on the same page with us and have the same life mind, I'm sorry to say you can't come here, because fuckery, we won't take a teaspoon of that shit from anybody, because we started something new. We have an amazing relationship with law enforcement. They love what we do. They donate to us. Everybody donates to us. And what we're trying to do is get black men, young black men, on a straight, narrow path of doing great things. We will teach you how to be a better father to your children and a better husband to your wife. Because I don't know what's happening. 2021 is a mess right now. And let's do something positive for everybody. And that's what I preach all the time. You know, I don't preach any kind of bullshit. I try to tell you some things to just have a better life. If you live by certain principles in your life, trust me, you would have a happier life, and less fuckery to enter in it. And that's kind of what we do here. And our classroom is full of that. That's what we teach in our classroom. And AJ, you have anything you want to say? Anything else more?
One thing I want to piggyback off of that, and he's very humble. He's very humble. I can brag on them because I've been on the bike set for over 18 years, and to say the least, I am from South Carolina, and I have been stationed overseas to see how riders over in Europe do, and now to be here in another country. To say the least, I am proud to see these black men in another country. I don't think they understand the magnitude and the depth of how they are and what they are representing here as in their nation, in Canada, another country. And they all come from different walks of life, but they are a black, strong, all-male motorcycle club, all Harleys in Canada, and very well respected. That is incredibly hard to do. They are respected from all sides of the country. Black, white, green, purple, indifferent, you call it, they are respected, and they are doing a damn thing, and they make it look good, which is why I applaud him with his no-nonsense mentality. I can't say what I really want to say, but he runs a tight leash for a very reason, and to say the least, to weed out the bullshit, weed out the mess, weed out the drama, weed out the wannabes, weed out the fakes, weed out the ones that want the clout or just because they have a patch and they want to ride the patch and whatever accolades or benefits that could possibly come from the patch, he weeds that out. And we need a lot more leaders like that are stronghold to your neck, foot to your neck to say, hey, you know what? You're not for us. This is not for you. You got to go. It's all about quantity versus quality. And I can see how he hand selects these guys, and they all benefit in one way or the other, literally different careers. You wouldn't believe, and I'm going to emphasize their ages. They don't look their age because they take good care of themselves. They carry themselves in the way that they want to be that example to everybody in the world, not just Canada, but to say that all eyes are on them. They're heavily watched and scrutinized, and they do it very well. So I can't say enough. Y'all gonna have to come up here and see it for yourself. Just going by my word is nothing. You have to come up here and see this. This is a momentous, historical thing. They've been a club now 20 years.
No, not a little less than that.
Okay, a little less. Either way, they made over 5. You got some clubs that don't make it 1 year these days, and if they get to year 5, about 10 members done left. They already gone. These guys have, I'm sure, had their ups and downs like any other club, but they have still withstood everything that's been thrown against them in any adverse situation, and they still stand and proud, and they work together. When I say work together, that cliche of brotherhood is beyond it. They are family, and they will come for you if you come for any one of them. And I like that. They don't have to worry about nobody backstabbing them. They don't have to worry about nobody trying to steal from them or take ideas, because they build each other up. These guys are career-oriented. So, yeah, the brotherhood, I get that. This bike club stuff is a hobby, but it's like family for them. And if any one of them quit the club, they leave the club, they still got family. But Daddy ain't playing. He ain't playing. So I thank them for the invite. I'm glad I made the trip, because it was well worth it. I have learned, even when we've been on the set for as long as I have been, I have learned so much about the MC culture just being here in Canada, riding with black bikers, Harleys, in the 50s, 60s. That would not have ever happened, let alone blacks being able to be allowed to buy Harleys. Am I right?
Right.
So the fact that all these guys got nice Harleys and they own it.
Yeah, and to buy property.
and buying property. That's another subject. They ain't ready for that. They're not ready for that.
You tell them that. You tell them
Y'all not ready for that. Let me tell y'all. When I say ownership without telling business, they own what they are in. I'll just say that. There's no and no offense to those that do. They work hard for what they own, not rent. Own.
Well, you gotta wait till next year. When you guys come next year, what we're doing here is we don't have a clubhouse. It's gonna be like a black Harley Davidson museum. It's gonna be incredible. We just got a new property. It's gonna be so cool inside. Pool tables and all the education you would need for all you young guys who don't know much about the culture of 50, 60, and the men who started stuff. You know, like all the clubs like the Dragons and the Chosen Few, and all those clubs you see. Outcasts and the Wheels, all that stuff. We will have the history. You can learn how with the bloodshed they fought and died for to be here 50, 60 years. And if you don't know, you can come in, you can read it. We have a video screen, we're showing videos, and this would be so it'd be a nice place to come visit Canada, just as well as going to the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. You can come here and get some culture and actually learn some shit about this culture, because that's what we're going to show it. You know, we don't even call it a clubhouse. It's a clubhouse. It's a campus. It's more like a campus. We are the historical black university and colleges of Canada of motorcycle set. You know, and how the fuck do I know it? I've been studying this for 40-something years, and I'm very fortunate to have friends across the U.S. side from all kind of clubs, from the Zulus to all those clubs in Ohio and all over the U.S., and I always had a contact with them to learn more. And I'm humbled myself, because everybody I talked to, I felt I could learn something from them. And what is this really? What is MC culture? All it is black American culture. That's all it is. Yeah. You know, some people took it to the fuckery side. You know, that's unfortunate for them because they stay humble with it. Yeah. And take the things. These are our grandfathers. The Toby G's are our grandfathers. And when they spoke to us in Oakland and they blessed our club, all we did has big ears and a very fucking small mouth. We listened to everything this man taught us, and we took that and did it here. And the first thing my friend said, she goes, "This reminds me of the East Bay Dragons. The way you guys do. You have a fucking classroom." And I said, "Yes, we don't have a stripper pole. That's for our wives and our girlfriends at home. We have a classroom to teach you how to be respectable young men."
And I can concur to that. And there's nothing wrong with some of y'all that do have the
There's nothing wrong. No. It's nothing wrong with that. That's your thing. But what we wanted to do here, maybe later down the road we get some clubhouses with some triple poles. I don't know. But right now, this is not what we need. That's not what we need right now. We need something else. And later in the future, maybe we'll have that. But right now, that's not what we need. What we need is, you know, because we're gonna be distinct in the fucking next 20 years. We keep this shit up because everybody's gonna be in prison, or and nobody's gonna make it to 18 years old. Right. We have to do something, you know. And I just, you know, I'm gonna try, did my best.
Right. Well, you really are doing the thing, and like I said, you guys just have to come to the clubhouse to see. I've learned just looking at the walls, history of how they moved, the people that they know, the historical things that they accomplished. And I can't stress enough, they are the first and only all-black male MC in all of Canada. I'm talking not just this city, all of Canada. So that'll give y'all a strong perspective of how powerful this club is and the mission that they strive to meet and show the example. And again, it's about educating these brothers to keep them safe, out of harm's way. And if they do get in harm's way, they're shown what to do. And the culture here is different. There are not, I didn't see a lot of clubs riding around, and I'm sure there are, but a lot of them are white. And there are no social clubs. So there's not parties that they go to.
We don't have social clubs here. We don't really want that. You want a social club, you join the YMCA. We don't do that here. We just, no, I say that's, you know, I know. I'm just saying we're just not going to start that here. We're not going to start that here because what goes with that is fuckery. That's just me, you know. You're looking for somewhere to cheat on your wife or whatever. The MC world in here is, we're not going to have that here. And what everybody's looking for us, I had talked to the feds, I had talked to the dominants, and I promised them is this: since we started this here, it's going to be ran this way. Anyway, I just want to say goodbye, and I love you all, and I'm so amazed and honored to be this lady's friend, and I hope she comes back again to see us.
I will.
And I hope she gives all you guys a good report on us, because we thought we had a meeting before she came here and goes, well, you know she's going to give a report to everybody in the U.S. She's friends with fucking everybody. And I hope she give us a B. A B is the, I don't, we'll take a B.
Y'all have an A+++.
Pushing for A is hard, coming from her, but it'll be. But thanks, everybody. And this is Prospect Magazine. This is Chrome. This is AJ Jones. Good night, good evening, and happy Sunday.
Yay.